his life. But I need you to give instruction to Ida and the children to how to deal with this circumstance. John's gospel has been recorded by the 14th chapter, commencing and concluding with verse 16. Jesus simply says, "And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever." I want you to look at somebody and say, "Neighbor, help." That's all I'm talking about is help. Help. Ida, thank you, ushers. You may be relieved of your duty. And children, allow me to begin this sermonic presentation, or this eulogy, if you will, by saying that all of us who are gathered in this holy place today can identify with this four-letter word called help. All of us seated beneath this building can bear witness that we all have been in a position where we all have needed some type of help. Now, sad to say, but yet true, I must ask you, how many times have we looked for help? And the help we are looking for, we discover, was in all the wrong people. And because of this, you and I end up drawing ourselves up in a shell simply because that person, get this, have let you down. But listen, beloved, I need to inform you today that you and I can never put too much trust or confidence in any man when we are in need of help. But why, Pastor Trainer? Well, it's really quite simple, because many times, even when they say they can, their ability, get this, won't let them do it. Listen, sometimes it's the meanness of the person that just refuse to do, watch this, what they can do. And so therefore, you and I should never throw up our hands. Never throw in the towel, because get this, when God made you and me, God made us a promise. What promise, Trainer? Jesus said, "Lord, I will be with you always, even till the end of the world." And listen, I don't know nobody in the human race that can give us that kind of support. I mean, listen, beloved, have you noticed some folk in life, like the people that started with you, end up dropping off along the way? I mean, the people that you thought, that you sought out to be with. I mean, when you and I was very young, and either something happened to you or something to them, but then God ends up sending another person in your life. In other words, God will give you people to be with you to a certain point in life, but then you and I eventually end up moving on. So, beloved, the good news to report today is that there is one that will start with you. And one will be with us through, get this, tough times. During this bereaved process, when we cry for help, and likewise, he will also be with you in your glory, in your happy time. Listen, this person I'm talking about will be with you when you're up, and even when you're down. This person will be with you when the sun is shining, and even when it is raining. I mean, listen, he'll be there through your sickness, through your health, through poverty, and through your wealth. In other words, I'm saying Jesus, nobody can fit his shoes. Well, let me take a moment real quick and unpack this particular text as to assist us in our time for seeking help. Now, if you and I would notice in John's Gospel, chapter 14, verse 16, somehow the whole Godhead Trinity is in that verse. I'm speaking of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. All three. Now I should say, or could I say, just one of the God's heads is more than we can handle. And listen, when you put two together, you got a rough combination. But when you put all three together, listen, you and I end up having an unbeatable combination. Now, can I show you? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at the text. The text begins by saying, and I. That's the Son. We'll pray to the Father. That's the Father. That he would give you another comforter. That's the Holy Spirit. In other words, it is the Son, get this, who prays for your item. It is the Father to whom the Son prays, and it is the Holy Spirit for whom the Son prays for. Now watch this. Jesus says, and I will pray. Now, beloved, I need you to understand that there are several Greek words for this word pray. The first thing, the word is called erotio. It is the actual Greek word for this word pray. But the word pray is scattered throughout all the Bible. As a matter of fact, there's a word in Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. Jesus says that men ought to always pray. Now the word pray here in the verse, that Greek word is called prosakar. Now this word prosakar is basically a compound word. Pros comes from this intimate word meaning, get this, face to face. Did y'all catch that? All right, watch this. In John's Gospel, chapter 1, verse 1, John says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with, same, guess what? Father, the Son, they were face to face. In other words, it comes from this intimate situation. All right. Do y'all remember when Jesus taught us to pray? Jesus says in Matthew Gospel, get this, that when you pray, enter into your closet. Yeah, I got some Bible reading. Now, get this. The Greek word meaning for face to face, which means that you and I need to understand, basically enter into your chamber. And so, beloved, when you look at it and study the Greek text, it literally simply means step into your bedroom. Now watch this, because brothers, the most intimate place in your home is the bedroom. Listen, you invite guests into your living room. You invite guests to come into your kitchen. You invite guests to come into your den. But they sit on the patio, but the bedroom is off limits. Well, come on, talk back to me in here. And the reason you don't is simply because your bedroom is the intimate part. And so what Jesus is really saying to you, Ida, and all of us today, is that when you and I are praying for help, enter into your most important part and your most intimate part of life situation, because get this, you and I are getting ready to have a conversation with the best man in your life. Jesus here, John chapter 14, and I'm moving. Verse 16 says, and I will pray. There's another word for the word pray as it relates to the word help. It is also the word called aslaga. And this word in the Greek means, get this, break the silence. And you know, brothers and sisters, sometimes when you and I pray, we all pray without opening up our mouths for you. You just say, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. No, you really don't open your mouth. I mean, nobody else hear you praying, but get this, you are praying. But most of the time, that's a prayer you pray when you're not going through hell. Y'all talking to me here. Listen, when you and I are not really going through some stuff, listen, it's easy to keep your mouth closed while you pray. But can I tell you that when things get rough, when all hell is breaking loose, and you can't seem to find nowhere to turn, when you in need of help, guess what? I guarantee you open up your mouth. Listen, when things get rough, you will holler stuff like this: help, Lord. Or you'll holler, Lord, help. Yeah. Listen, and listen, every once in a while, the Lord will allow the devil to drop some things on you. Get this, that's too heavy for you and me to be quiet. Listen, when you are going through, you will shout to the top of your voice. You don't care who